Welcome to La Tomatina!
Hello, my name is Tanvi Dikshit. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to go ahead and give you an ultimate lowdown of how you need to plan your trip to La Tomatina. Hola! It's a good morning from Valencia and today we are leaving for Tomatina. La Tomatina is basically a tomato fight festival. You can kind of equate it to the Indian festival of Holi where you play with colors. Instead of colors, you play with tomatoes. We're here for La Tomatina, which is the world's most exciting tomato fight. So it happens in the small town called Buñol, which is like an hour's drive away from Valencia. So as you can see, all the buses have lined up. Everybody's wearing the Tomatina t-shirts. And La Tomatina happens on the last Wednesday of August every year. Now, there are a bunch of different ways in which you can visit Tomatina. You can, of course, buy the tickets directly from their official website. You can also book it through a tour provider. Now there are multiple tour providers available in Valencia, Barcelona, Madrid, all major cities in Spain. So you can definitely just go to a tour agency and see whichever one's giving you the best deal. You can go ahead and book with that one. Now simply the entry ticket to Tomatina is quite cheap. It will cost you somewhere around 15 euros. But you have to keep in mind getting to and back from Buñol is going to be a task. So I would recommend, if you're not planning on renting out a car yourself, might as well book it with a big tour bus, because then it'll just save a lot of expense. Most of the tours leaving from Valencia will cost you somewhere around 40 to 45 euros. You'll have to kind of pay a steeper price if you're coming from further away cities like Madrid or Barcelona. So make sure you speak with a bunch of different agents before you finalize your booking. We're just boarding the bus. We are going to reach Buñol and the tomato fight begins at 12 o'clock. Excited for Tomatina! Here we have finally arrived at the parking lot of the festival arena. So we're outside of Buñol right now. We have about a 30-minute walk to get to the actual festival venue. Now you can't really carry much with you because everything's gonna get wet and spoil. So all I've carried is this like waterproof pouch for my phone and then a little bit of cash just in case I have to eat or drink anything. So rest everything, all my change of clothes and my bag, we've just left it in the bus. You also have the option of renting out a locker closer to the festival arena. So now we've gotten down at this parking spot, and now as you can see, all of us are walking towards the festival. How are you?
I'm very excited and I think it's going to be great since today.
First things first, what to wear. Now let me tell you, things get down and dirty, like downright disgusting and filthy at the tomato fight. So you definitely need to carry a pair of clothes that you're going to trash, that you're going to absolutely throw away. Like, don't even think of getting the clothes back with you and wash them and clean them later on. So yeah, for men, I suggest you carry a t-shirt and shorts that you don't need anymore, that you're just going to throw away. For women, t-shirts and shorts as well, but I recommend that inside the t-shirt you wear like a tight-fitting sports bra or even a swimsuit, but not a string bikini, a fitted, a nicely fitted swimsuit, because things there get really intense, and if you're wearing a string bikini, it's going to come off for sure. So yeah, make sure you're dressed extremely comfortably in clothes that cannot be pulled or tore off from your body, and clothes that you're never going to see again. You absolutely cannot wear flip-flops or sandals. You have to wear closed shoes which are extremely comfortable. Again, preferably an old pair that you're going to throw away over there. actual tomato fight is only 1 hour long. It happens somewhere between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Before that, there will be pre-parties organized at different venues. So you can go there, drink some sangria, dance. When I went, there was this amazing drumming group and we had a lot of fun dancing. We drank lots of sangria. So the tomato fight essentially happens down this one tiny street. Let me just give you a heads up, it is insanely crowded. So basically the entire crowd is like stuffed between this one tiny lane. It's actually very fun even leading up to the tomato fight, because there's like people, the locals who live there, they go to their windows and the top of their buildings and they're throwing water on you and all of that. So yeah, it's a lot of fun just interacting with the locals that way. Once the tomato fight starts, what happens is these big trucks come in that lane. They stop at different unloading points and then they unload the tomatoes. Like, can you imagine? It's just truckloads full of tomatoes which are then unloaded. And yeah, you pick up the tomatoes, you squash it and you start playing with them. You basically hit each other with the squashed tomatoes. Let me tell you my thoughts about it. Firstly, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I think everybody should experience at least once in their lifetime. Would I do it again? Probably not. It was intense. It was a lot. Okay, like it gets overwhelming, especially when the tomato trucks come to offload the tomatoes. It's like because it's this tiny street, the entire crowd is sort of like pushed to the walls, and you really feel overwhelmed by just the amount of crowd there is. You just feel suffocated at a point because you're literally like squashed against the walls when the trucks are coming in. And although it's a rule to squash the tomatoes before you hit someone with them, nobody really follows that rule. So a lot of times you end up getting hit by like hard tomatoes, which can be a lot. My tips would be to, which I did not do and I wish I had done, make sure you bring a pair of swim goggles, good quality ones, which will protect your eyes, because I was cleaning out tomato from my eyes for like 2 days after that. My eyes were really hurting the day after the tomato fest because so much tomato ended up going in my eyes. So that's one tip for sure. Try to bring a cap that fits you well if you want to protect your hair. Again, I love solo traveling, but I recommend if you're going to Tomatina, try to go along with a group. It'll be a lot more fun if you have a big group with you. Even if it's not a big group, if you meet a bunch of, other people at the hostel or wherever you're staying, I recommend at least go with some people when you go to Tomatina. It'll just be more fun and you'll also feel safer. They tell you not to take any valuable possessions along with you when you go to Tomatina. So usually the bus or the coach that takes you to Buñol will have like a storage space, or some services also provide you lockers at the venue where you can deposit your change of clothes, where you can deposit any valuables that you might have. You can just simply keep a few euros in cash on you if you want to buy food or drinks. And if you want to carry your phones with you, I had to carry carry my phone because I wanted to shoot content. Make sure you get like a good covering, like a good plastic waterproof covering for your phone, because otherwise it's going to get damaged. There will be a lot of sellers selling swim goggles and phone covers and everything in Buñol as well, but I recommend you just take it along with you because they sell things at unnecessarily hiked up prices. Yeah, after the main tomato fight, the streets kind of get extremely filthy. There are these like big hose pipes which they bring in to, you know, wash the streets and all of that. After that, you can go take a shower, clean up a little bit. Now, let me tell you, do not expect any fancy shower situation over there. The showers are basically just these taps installed outdoors where you just can clean yourself up and change into a fresh set of clothes. There's also a river that flows close by where you can take a dip if you want to feel a little bit cleaner. So that's that. You change into a fresh set of clothes. You go back to Valencia or Barcelona, wherever you have come from. And then we went for a after party in the evening in Valencia, which was also a lot of fun. We met some other people that we saw at Tomatina already. We danced a lot, all of that. So yeah, that was my experience of La Tomatina. I had an amazing time. It was a lot of fun. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about how to plan Tomatina, how do you need to prep, anything, drop a comment. I will be more than happy to answer it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, please hit the subscribe button.